Welcome back to another video. Today we are painting, working on the headlight bezels. So I'll show you what we're doing. I haven't revealed the color scheme that I've discussed in the past. I don't know if I've even discussed it in the past, but the color scheme basically that I'm going to go for the front fascia of the truck. This is all covered in prime right now. I probably will do another, maybe one or two coats more of prime, and then, or maybe just one more coat of prime on this, and wet sand it. Fortunately, I did buy a 400 grit for wet sanding, so that'll not provide a nice smooth surface for the top coat to adhere to. It's looking pretty good so far. I know like it's hard to see because let me see if I have my light. It's obviously you can see the contours of this. There's there's roughness right there, but that'll all be sanded out. I've done 2 coats. It's a little bit thick right there. You kind of see from the sheen. Yeah, like you see like the ripples, like it's a little bit thick. But I don't know, like I'm probably gonna, I don't know how long I need to wait. Like I'm gonna go look at the instructions again to kind of figure out how long I need to wait. I think I need to wait like 30 minutes. Basically, you're supposed to put not your repeated coats, but your like transition coats. So what I mean by repeated coats is that I'm gonna put I put 2 coats of this on so far. The time in between coats of this is like maybe 5 to 10 minutes. But the transition coats, what I mean by transition coats is when I put this coat on of the gloss protective enamel, the time between my last coat of primer and my first coat of gloss is within an hour. So you don't have any like ripple effects, because I've been doing some research online and going to forums, and apparently like when it comes to like spray paint or even painting, you know, it may be dry to the touch, but there's still some chemical drying processes that is happening for curing. And for example, like after you put all your coats of this on, it's time to put your clear on. And basically the rule for clear, this is clear, is that either you put it on within an hour after you put your last coat of this on, your top coat on, or you have to wait like a week. So I was gonna try to do these 2 at the same time, but I'm only gonna do 1 today. I'm hungry, and I just want to actually see how it turns out, because I don't want to do 2 of them the same way, and the way that I do it is wrong. You can look at older videos to see like I had painted previously, and this is the old headlight bezel that I decided to no longer use. So you can see the difference. This is a 5x7 and then a small blinker, and then this uses 2 4x6s. I just like this to look better, so that's why I'm swapping them out. There's literally nothing wrong with this one. This was made in 1986 from the manufacturer, maybe 85, because they roll out the cars a year before their actual title year. Go ahead and probably put a second coat on. I can actually show the process. So one thing that you want to do when you're painting, let me go ahead and I'm going to show the process, but let me set up my my tripod stand so that you can get a good view. So you're just going to stay back here. Make sure that if you're using a rattle can like this, this is my setup right here. I bought this off of Amazon, kind of turned it into like a handheld way to do it rather than using your finger. And you're just gonna make sure you shake this up for like a minute and a half, so that everything's properly mixed and ready to lay down. And the first way that I go is I start off going this way. That's too close, but I'll probably like stay back here and do it like this way, and then I'll start going up and down. And then after that, then you have like these inner parts, and I kind of just like work my way inside there. And another thing too is that you want to make sure that when you're spraying, you want to start your spray off of the part and then apply it on. Don't spray it on because, and then give a couple test sprays. Anyway, let's get started. So while that waits, I'm gonna probably talk about a little bit about wet sanding, which is the next step. So for wet sanding, what that means is exactly what it sounds, is you're gonna use a sandpaper, obviously not this, but get this 400 grit. So get a 400 grit. You could use 320, but I don't think I have any 320. Ooh, I need to do that today. I don't think I have any 320, so 400 is the best. You don't want to go too fine, so like, use an 800 or like 1,000, because the more fine you have, you basically smooth out all the pores, and you still need a little bit of roughness in order to be able to create that adhesion for the paint. So you don't want like you want an even surface, but you want it to have like a little bit of a texture to it, even if that texture is like really, it may feel smooth to the touch, but it may have like a nice texture to encourage adhesion of the top coat. So the wet sanding process is, you can do it one of two ways. The way that I usually do it is I usually get a spray bottle and I fill it with water, and then I'll wet the surface and then wet my, I may do that. I'll wet the surface and I'm sanding, and I'll wet the sandpaper, and then I'll just sand the surface. Another way you can do it is that you just get a small cup or something like that, like this painting cup, fill it with water, and just dip your sandpaper in it every so often, and just go ahead and sand down the surface. So in the meantime, while I wait for that to dry, I'm gonna go ahead and do something else that I've been meaning to do. And I can quickly show what needs to happen. It involves the step drill bit. Me and Phil did some work, and he helped me with the wiring, and we thought that we'd solved the parasitic charge that continues to drain my truck, and we didn't, and the battery died. So the battery's charged. I just need to hook it up. So right here, I messed that up as a slot for this. So I hope the diameter's not too big, but that's why I bought that step drill bit, to improve and round out that hole, and then I'm gonna spray it with rust reformer, because obviously you can see that it's rusting over. So let's get to that. All right, so here is the drill with the step drill bit. So this basically you just basically find the proper diameter, the step that matches the diameter that you're looking for the hole, right over there, and you just kind of round out the hole. I've never done this before. I'm kind of just talking about doing it based on, I'm just talking about doing it based on theory, how I think it's supposed to go, but let's just try it out. Okay. Eyesight is cheap. Safety glasses are cheaper. Our rust reformer, and then check it out. And we're gonna consider that good enough. I think it turned out good. As you can see, that's what the hole was. There is no shininess to it. There is a little bit of running of the rust reformer, but that's okay, because I still need to sand down the hole.